Hi, I'm Dr. Zhu Shen. I'm known as Perry Chen's mom. I also have my own consulting company, BioForesight, which I founded a few years ago. I'm also executive producer of Perry's first animation film called Beyond the Forest, as well as executive producer of his first radio talk show called Perry Previews the Movies on WS Radio. So I got my PhD in biochemistry from University of Colorado about 15 years ago. Then I went to Cornell for my MBA, and since then I've been doing work in the business side of biotechnology and pharmaceutical industry. 2 years ago I started consulting with a focus on cross-specific life science, licensing, PR, and media. I started working with Perry about 2 years ago when he was a third grader, and his teacher told me at parent-teacher conference that even though he was only 8, he was reading and decoding words at high school level. I was thrilled to hear that, but I thought wouldn't it be great to give Perry some more challenges. He loves reading, but reading itself will not tell you how much he's learned. So I suggested to his teacher that let's get him do some reviews. So we started off with book reviews and then soon moving on to movie reviews when he wanted to watch his favorite DVD, Charlotte's Web. And then the rest is history. He went on to be featured on CBS Evening News with Katie Couric, and then this year on NPR with Leanne Hansen. He was invited to be a presenter at the Annie Awards for Animation, which is the highest honor for the animation industry, and he was the first ever child film critic invited. Now he's getting into animating films. So I think that what I have learned from working with Perry is that a child has tremendous potential to imagine and create if we as adults, teachers, and parents can pay attention to our kids, what they enjoy, what they're good at, and spend time with them. Then you will see miracles happening. And I think kids need parents' guidance and inspiration and help to connect them with the right people and providing the tools so that they can excel in what they love. So I think in terms of working, it's a matter of setting the right priorities. I have so enjoyed working with Perry. My biotech consulting work is taking a back seat right now. I still do some, but I think I spend more and more time with Perry because I want to facilitate his dreams. It was very exciting. In fact, it was Joyce, Adora's mother, who contacted Perry through Facebook a few months ago. I think a few years ago, that's unimaginable. I think technology with social media has helped us connect with people more and more easily around the world. Adora and Joyce learned about Perry through his media coverage, and they approached us. And we thought this is such a fantastic idea to gather all these amazingly high-achieving kids together to share the lessons they have learned, to share their journey so that kids all over the world can get inspiration from them and participate in the sharing of the new and future generation. So I think it's a tremendous opportunity, and we're so excited to be a part of it. After we saw the invitation from Joyce through Facebook, I contacted her right away, and then we had a conversation, first phone conversation that lasted for over an hour. We became instant friends, and it was to my amazement that we realized we had a mutual good friend who was from China, who went to school with her, and then who was friends with me in San Francisco when we lived there, and that's where Perry was born. So I think since that time, we have become close friends. We shared a lot of tips about parenting and what our kids have gone through over the years and give each other food for thought. So I look forward to continuing our relationship and our wonderful friendship, and I'm sure that we will be watching Adora's growth in the next few years, and they will do the same with Perry as well. I think another tremendous benefit of being a part of TEDxRedmond is that we had the opportunity to network and get to know the parents of these amazing kids. We already made many friends from last night, and today we sat at the dinner table with the speaker's dinner, and I think I met with the dad of Zoe, who's a school teacher himself, also technology savvy. He has a podcast, weekly podcast of topics on education and kids. So we already talk about some interesting ideas we can pursue together. And other parents, I remember meeting Olivia's dad. His name is James. He's an architect from New York. Olivia also is an amazing artist, like Perry likes to do drawing. So we talk about how the kids got started in their drawing and artistic pursuits. And then we also share this opportunity with Jason O'Neill. His parents were also from the greater San Diego area, and we actually became friends when Perry and Jason were both invited to speak at University of San Diego in the Blazing My Trail program for high school students. So when we met Jason and his parents, we thought that he would be a great speaker for a TEDxRedmond, and that's how we recommended him to Joyce and Adora, and I'm so glad that they were able to come and enjoy the experience. Well, this is the first time that we came to Microsoft campus. It's wonderful. It's great to see all the technology at work. And at Tech Conference, Redmond, I think we are impressed with the attendance. There were so many people. We heard that over 700 people came, mostly students with parents and teachers. When I was sitting in the audience watching Perry give his phenomenal speech, and all the cheers and laughter in the audience, and people just loved his speech and loved his humor and his wonderful message. It was one of the most incredible experiences that I have had. I think as a parent, the proudest moment is when you see how your kids shine, their moment, and the inspiration that they bring to the world. So I think that nothing can replace this experience. So I think that Perry's success illustrates one powerful point, that with the involvement of parents, teachers, and the children themselves, this is a three-way collaboration with the kid in the middle. And Perry's journey started when I learned about his reading level from interacting with his teacher, who has been so supportive, his third grade teacher, in Perry's pursuit in writing movie reviews. In fact, every time Perry writes a new review, the teacher, Miss Harris, would write comments in the back to say how she liked the review and what other things she wanted to learn about from the review. So I felt the three-way collaboration has been a truly amazing, successful experience. And I hope that more parents and teachers can get more involved in their children's education and take an active part in nurturing and supporting the kids' dreams and their talents. So that's what I wanted to share with the audience of TEDxRedmond, as well as audiences and people who watch and are engaged in the education itself. Another important lesson that I have learned is that parents and adults have tremendous potential at creativity too. From working with Perry since 2 years ago, I have learned to become a filmmaker myself, an executive producer for a radio talk show. I'm writing books, and I'm learning to edit videos. I put up all the videos and web posting for Perry's website. So I think that from all these experiences, I've learned new skills, and I learned to communicate with people, finding the right contact and business opportunities. So I felt that parents, if they put their mind into their kids' education to nurture their dreams, they will become a super mom or super dad themselves and learn great skills in business and life.